light heavyweight contends to
now hopes to win the world in the red trunks. The challenger, Fabrice
Mike McCallum.
But you could not be with McCallum's chief cornerman, the very, and that he stands a pretty good chin out. He's aggressive hitter, good.
Beat him. Virgil's beaten many men, including myself.
Another one of those unknown quantities who has fought mainly, though, that could particularly fast hands or fast. There's a left hook.
Judges and influence their fighter and their champion in the ring, try and give him a little boost, but
world champion, quality corner as well. You won't get the flash from McCallum, just technician.
He's a lot of energy. He makes his punches count, and right now he's getting the better of Tiozzo, but not by a tremendous amount.
Final 20 seconds and for 12. Of course, McCallum's trademark, the debit.
McCallum just caught a pretty solid left hook himself. Came back and countered the counter.
And the first round for one against the challenger, 31-1 with 21 knockouts. Tiozzo has been training weight. He's at 174.25 for this fight.
Well, it looks like there being poundage there, or what seems to be loose and flabby things to us fighters.
Yes, relate to that certainly, and Mike hasn't restricted him much. McCallum coming off the 7th round TKO over Carl Jones. Tiozzo going to the body, which prompts the to high gear.
Action's heating up very good here, Steve. They're keeping a very quick man, light heavyweight.
Out. People, McCallum is too old. Obviously, they haven't seen him like we've seen him.
Big right hand, and Mike McCallum was rocked. He tripped back.
Tiozzo, and all of a sudden here in the early going round 2, things getting awfully dramatic.
They tapped his head as if to say, watch the head. But I'll tell you what, right now.
Big round for Fabrice Tiozzo. And a right uppercut by Tiozzo to the chin of McCallum.
I'll tell you what, the right hand is getting home more than ever down.
McCallum missing with that straight right hand. Tiozzo working on challenger Fabrice Tiozzo in only his second. Tiozzo's only defeat against Virgil Hill in '93. Again, he rocks McCallum. As the bell sounds, they continue to fight.
I'll tell you what, here you'll see some of the heated action. Here's the big right hand that started to get Mike in a little trouble. His legs buckled and delay reaction. His glove sees some more of the action on the inside. Tiozzo's pressing him. Straight right hand right down the pipe. That's getting
him here in France.
And I'll tell you what, too, regardless of what you say about Tiozzo or McCallum, talent-wise, will just catch up.
We're supremely confident going into this bout.
Well, I'll tell you, it's the right type of pace if you're fighting. Have the danger of getting beat up.
From success over, and we'll see if that pace. Again, McCallum, he'll go for it. But
doing the work, and now you see the exact opposite. The younger man trying to exude a little.
McCallum paces in third. Scheduled, if he gets to the end, he goes to work. But he got rocked pretty good in the first round 2. The right. Right uppercut by Tiozzo, just missing an eye.
Landing so easily in the second round. This is where a fighter's conditioning will come into play, and the experience of Mike McCallum waiting it out come into effect.
Body shots by Tiozzo. Then he goes upstairs. Continues to. Those
his body pretty well.
Good defensive fighter. And meanwhile, we haven't seen much evidence of the body. Favorite animal. He says he likes to fight like a bear, and he has been pretty much bowling McCallum as of now. His headbutt. But it doesn't seem to be affecting him. Looking on the eye.
Fires back and leans in, but
McCallum likes to go to the bin. Fabrice Tiozzo, who's been. McCallum says, "Come on, bring it on."
Well, they both just exchange low blows. They protect. You take this, I'll take that.
Chance of Fabrice from this.
As I just find out from our studio, the altitude, sea level, not a factor there. So if there's a problem breathing, it could be lack of conditioning or a problem.
In Lyon the past 5 years, That environment, atmosphere, coming up to 20. Tiozzo is pretty much in command. By Tiozzo.
There was a nice give and take in that exchange. Both fighters, actually the more effective of the two was McCallum, coming forward, landing stronger shots.
Winning.
For what it's worth, I have him just down being the big difference here.
Let's see if Tiozzo can pick up a lead right hand that landed.
Tiozzo seems to be slowing a little more. I could be wrong.
With his family, younger brother of 4, though. So Fabrice champion in his family. In his first time a couple of years ago, he's 6-0 all by knockout. Went 25-0 before he suffered that first defeat.
This round 2 was a little deceiving. He started to back that body in between combos. Very effective.
A chopping right hand by Tiozzo. Tiozzo again looking to fight. Nice spin move by McCallum. Going to the body now, and then upstairs with a right uppercut. Now McCallum.
Now the one coming forward. He's pressing the fight. He's not letting the younger.
If this was the game plan of McCallum after the fight, to press the attack more. We'll see if it continues. Shots by McCallum.
Tiozzo's starting to not land as much with the right hand, not as clean when it does, and he's breaking down.
Shots off, and both are connecting. Shoves Tiozzo away. Tiozzo. Back comes McCallum with a straight right. Now a furious exchange.
McCallum, you see, he's landing the shots. His are clean now, and Tiozzo's aren't. Although those 2 or 3 shots were right on the button. No movement from McCallum.
Tiozzo pouring it on. Again, the crowd reacting. Who is once
learn something new every day.
Round 6 scheduled for 12 for the WBC light heavyweight. Working in conjunction with Canal. So obviously this will be a French favored
most Tiozzo.
Champion. His brother Frank isn't in the ring with Fabrice, but
he has a bit of a mauling style. When he comes fast and he comes forward to a lot of stuff. But Mike is a real pro and he knows how to.
Lewis telling McCallum to start throwing those resounding body shots more frequently, and I think he's adhering to that advice.
Those body shots will really, really hurt and last. You get hit in the chin, you can shake it off. You get a good body.
From Tommy Hearns' brother Bobby, to ring in a real fight with McCallum. Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard never fought McCallum either.
McCallum's jab is starting to take over too. It's not only setting up his stuff.
Tiozzo cautioned by Joe Cortez. Tiozzo continues to come forward.
He's good at it.
Right into it.
They've been doing that to each other. Here's another comeback. See, Tiozzo comes back after his hit. He's a game fighter with a lot of heart, great courage.
2 relentless fighters. Again, another terrific exchange. But Tiozzo's getting the better of McCallum.
Right now, McCallum's getting the worst of it, and he got hit with a good left hook, and he fired a couple of shots back. But you can see here that Tiozzo
7 scheduled for.
Something Mike's always been good at was.
There has been one knockdown. He disputed the knockdown by Tiozzo. How do you see it here about the halfway point?
1-point difference for Tiozzo, but you know, there was a couple of rounds where first round closed very well. Tiozzo.
17th world trunks. Only the second for Fabrice Tiozzo. McCallum at 26, and we're not really sure if McCallum is 38. He may be 40 or above.
Some nice combinations on the inside by Tiozzo. McCallum's got a little bit of looking to work, or maybe
40. It doesn't matter. This has other ideas.
Look at Mike McCallum, how well he fights at this age. Archie Moore was 48 years old. He still had the light heavyweight world title. An amazing feat.
McCallum's age. Go at.
Steve, he's certainly making the most of it. He's taking everything he has, everything McCallum has, and he's using what.
Then again, most people who stand Tiozzo is getting away with it.
Well, he's got a good chin. You see he's got a good heart right now. His condition, it's key. He can't just keep coming forward. He has to land the punches. Then he may be able to pull it off.
The crowd once again. Corner of Fabrice Tiozzo telling him he's winning and agree.
You know, it's real close still, but I have him on a slight edge, and if he keeps this up, we could see it's big enough.
Mike Batoni for the IBF middleweight title. Here's
some tremendous countering. Come back with punches.
Tiozzo with 21 knockouts. He won that title right here in the Palais in Lyon place. We're coming to you from New York. There's a chopping go. And he is landing.
2 minutes with the Fabrice Tiozzo, but took him about a minute and a half to heat up.
Body shot. Hoping tonight to win a world title. Back comes Tiozzo again after being banged in the head, counter-punching well.
Yeah, you see, McCallum started out with a few nice crisp punches, nothing real big. Tiozzo came back, but then
does it almost casually but effectively. Tiozzo seems to hold the upper hand, like there.
A good jab right hand, and the jab once again setting that up. Another counter right. So McCallum's not hurt right now. I think he's just tired of the combination of old.
And Tiozzo can 15 seconds to go in round 8.
You're looking good. You look good. I think you look good at all in that round. But don't fight.
WBC light heavyweight championship at the light heavyweight level.
Excuse me, Steve. You see more.
Crowd cheering every move of Tiozzo, and the decibel level getting higher.
I'll tell you, all they'd have to do is say "Olé," and I'd be.
McCallum's mouth is open.
He can't even step around with his legs anymore. They just don't seem to have the juice in him, and he's got to push Tiozzo.
Are from all over Hawaii, England, and Mexico.
Here's a close round, too, where a late round flurry by either fighter could really do.
Tiozzo continues to land, coming forward. McCallum blocked that.
On the back pedal,
Too many who.
Zooming else could hurt it, breaking the action, but.
Tiozzo shaking over Eddie Smoke.
Wasn't a mouthpiece being spit out.
Good little crisp left hook there by McCallum. And now
Nice
McCallum with a right uppercut. McCallum.
They've done a fabulous job of the cutting it, but it's never been a factor.
Right hand there by Chris Tiozzo. Another straight right by Tiozzo, just when it looked like McCallum might be coming out. He listened a minute.
McCallum really
Low.
Once again, you see Tiozzo looking to take a little rest, relax, bounce the foot out.
And Tiozzo has never.
Part we can't give up right now. Going into the two, very big to win this fight, or even keep hope of a draw.
You could heavyweight championship, 17th title fight overall, second world championship fight. Be ahead.
So the pace is slowed now. It's been a very quick given and taken by both fighters. In a close call it quits. He'll come back and try and vindicate himself.
Or maybe he'll do like every call it quits and then come back. And
the fight game.
Nobody Callum had better get something going. Now Tiozzo dancing around.
I wonder if Tiozzo had been. What had worked to get him to this point, Taylor Chavez and a number of other fights where that should mark him.
Again, Tiozzo pressing the come all right. I got
up on his legs, bring up a right uppercut and hook.
And Tiozzo with a little Tiozzo landing from all angles. And breaking a smile as he
landed by either fighter. McCallum, though, right there.
Final round for the double. McCallum is
somewhat surprised, Steve, if Tiozzo with his youth and his strength and what seems to be a better gas tank and maul and keep the heck out of Mike McCallum, because he's got to want that title. Guaranteed there's nothing safe.
Could that be a mistake, though? Coin.
Well, he's been hit by everything Mike's had for the first 11 rows. At this point, I'd say go for it.
He's caught any pressure from Mike McCallum. Was pressing the attack. Right uppercut that just missed by McCallum. Again, Tiozzo almost dangerously playing to the crowd as he's in a clinch with McCallum. Now the exchange, and Tiozzo continues to dish it out.
McCallum's exhausted here. I don't think
Tez past the midway. We might be witnessing a changeover in the world champion, the 14th world champion from the country of France. And he,
shame to see him hold that hand up here and get caught with something.
Wisely keeping his,
showing some good boxing style.
Well, he is certainly relishing, enjoying this moment with.
Tiozzo's fighting a great. Is that right, Steve? And he can't be.
And that is the fight as Tiozzo goes down to it. To tell you.